Good afternoon to you. Today is May 23rd. Hear that jingling? It's my bag. Today is May 23rd, 2017. Hope you are well. And today we're going to continue on the last recording that we posted, talking about unloving relationships. And we want to, it felt like there was some more to say on that later. Some more stuff came, so here we go. Any minute now. We didn't really talk about what causes that type of relationship where it just lacks. It lacks. Where love is not part of the equation. We talked about what it might look like, what it might feel like, but we didn't talk about why relationships like that exist, how that happens, and on a deep level, that is. So if you heard that one, you know we talked about, sometimes convenience and this and that kind of thing is on the outside. But why is it that there is no deep, loving connection with some of the relationships? And for one thing, if our relationship with ourself is not deep, honest, accepting, we acknowledge ourselves with our different aspects of who we are. If it's not at that level, it's going to be impossible to bring that, to have that in a relationship with a different person. Because we are our first relationship, the one we have with ourselves. And if I haven't managed to figure out somehow how to be able to dwell within myself with love and respect, acknowledgement of what may be considered shortcomings or even weaknesses, depending, just semantics. But if my relationship with myself is one of judgment and dissatisfaction, well, then that's what I have to bring. So that's why, like we mentioned in the other recording, when you're looking at the relationship and the state of the relationship you're in, you can't be pointing fingers at the other person like, well, you don't do this and you do that and you say that. Well, turn that finger around, point it at yourself, and see what it is that you're bringing. So you might be saying, well, okay, so this is my fault then, if the relationship. No, we're saying whatever your relationships are, a relationship is, what you're bringing to it is contributing to what it is. And we will say at this point that if you are in a loving, compassionate, accepting relationship with yourself, you will not be in a relationship with someone else where those are not the fruits of the relationship. You're not going to tolerate or accept any less for yourself or for the other person, for people in general. Because if you have that, if you're living in love, first of all, you're already experiencing that with yourself. And second of all, you want that for all of humanity. It's emanating. It's part of your world, not just your world with how you deal with yourself. It's reflected back to you in all of the aspects of your life. And so you're not gonna screw around with stuff that's not that. Not with that attitude. Like, man, I'm not gonna take that. But it just organically, that's what's gonna be coming to you. And you won't be able to, well, we already said that 3 times, so. So then again, if there's stuff going on in there, in your relationship, and you're not happy with it, back to the drawing board, what we started out saying in the first recording, which is, ask yourself, why am I even here in this? Because something in you is attracting the stress or whatever it is that you're complaining about in the relationship. There is something. Because again, if your existence is about love, then that's what you're bringing. That's what's manifesting around you. You see? It's not a judgment. Again, of course it's not a judgment. It's just, that's the way life works. I gotta pause for a second.